Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading for May 2022. We're going to jump right in here, Capricorn, and we are going to see what is going on for you. I'm laughing because with this first card here, your reading is already like the total opposite of what Taurus's reading was like. So that's pretty funny. But let's see here, Capricorn. We're going to clarify in this reading, by the way. So there will only be one part to this reading. I do feel like some of you, pretty much everyone in the collective has had a message about needing to kind of release something or needing to let go of something that you're holding on to very tightly. Two of Swords, basically. I'm pretty sure almost every single person has had the Two of Swords, and I'm over halfway through these readings. So there could be something that you're releasing here. Looks like a heavy burden in the first place. You start off with this no place like home card. Again, I feel like some of you could just be more focused on being at home. Number one, I'm actually getting two things here. Some of you I feel like are trying to find a home. Like you're trying to find the place that is your home here, the place that you can belong to. Maybe a place that has people who think like you. I would say that if you're moving, my problem with moving right now is I can almost guarantee that anyone who moves right now will probably be moving again by the time we get to 2025. There's just too much movement energy by the time we get there, and also right now, which is weird. So it's like, I think people are going to be kind of doing some hopping and skipping, between now and then. And so it makes sense to me here with this energy that you could be looking for a place that is home. You have the Ten of Wands, the Eight of Cups, and the Judgment card. The Ten of Wands kind of says that you have already done a lot of work. The Ten of Wands, he is carrying those 10 wands, and I don't know what is going on today. Typical before retrograde, right? But anyway, I'm not going to worry about it right now. Anyway, Ten of Wands, again, he's carrying a heavy burden. He's carrying a heavy weight on his shoulders, and he needs to release that heavy burden. He needs to put that down. To me, it's a good card because he's having a harvest. He's about to reach this house that's down here on the card, and it kind of says that he's about to have a harvest. This is his harvest that he is carrying on his shoulders. So it's kind of like a good card, bad card type of situation. The Judgment card here, I feel, is you needing to enter into a new life. Judgment has been coming up quite a bit as well. These people are standing in coffins, and the coffins represent their past life. Outside of the coffin, which is where they are being called to. They are being called into their new life, which is outside of the coffin. So I feel like a lot of you are being called out of something, and you're being called towards something new. It's pretty obvious. The Eight of Cups makes perfect sense as well because there's an eclipse right here. It's the only card in the tarot that has an eclipse on it. And we have an eclipse on the 30th of April. I'm doing these videos on the 21st of April. So it makes sense to me. I feel like some of you could be going through, some changes around the eclipse time. And, eclipses, eclipse season, a lot of things having to do with fate and, fated events and changes and things like that. So it makes perfect sense to me that you might be making some sort of change. Next, you have this main male card. Again, I don't think gender has to be attached to this. I do feel for some of you, not all of you, but for some of you, it looks to me like you're releasing a person from your life here. And, I would say, I think you don't realize what you're going to gain by doing this. So if you have a person, I think this is only for like a few of you here, Capricorn. But what I'm seeing is if you have a person where it's like you're clearly doing more of the work here in this situation. For some of you, this feels like a situationship to me. It doesn't even feel like a relationship. It feels like, to me, just looking at this, it just looks like, that there is a lack of balance between you and another person, basically. And it's like one person is giving too much. And again, I feel like this is the person right here. And in any gender, it doesn't have to be one or the other. I feel like you're releasing it, or you will be in the near future. You have the Two of Swords, the High Priestess, and the Devil. The Devil is you here, Capricorn. And again, no, the Devil is not a bad card. As I always say, the reason the Devil represents Capricorn is because of this black box right here, believe it or not. That is the black box of Saturn. And Saturn is your ruling planet. So that's why the Devil represents Capricorn. Not a bad thing. People always get offended. Not a bad thing, by the way. The Devil is, kind of not necessarily a bad card either. It's a card of toxic energy, but it could just be you. It doesn't have to mean that something bad is going to happen or that you're bad or anything like that. So I feel like this is you showing up. I feel like this is your person. It could be a Pisces. I do feel like it could be someone who comes off as intuitive or is intuitive. But I feel like it's also someone who can't make a decision to save their life. So if you have a situationship, I feel like that's what's going on here. It looks to me like you're going to have a new beginning with someone else. If it's not a person, what I would say is that you need to trust your intuition with this card. And what do you need to trust your intuition on? On something new. She, again, needs to see that there's this new island behind her, and what's over there could be anything. It could be rewards, it could be a new business, it could be a new relationship, it could be anything. And I feel like you need to see that there is something new kind of somewhere else. And she's protecting her heart by crossing those swords over her heart. And if we look here, you have the Sacred Reverence card. It's like your heart. So I feel like you could be protecting your heart here, but I also feel like you need to kind of let something go here, Capricorn, so that you can be more successful. And I kind of feel like you're opening up to the idea of this now. So if you're releasing an idea, a relationship, I feel like you're finally open to it. You have the Magician, the Justice card, and the Two of Cups. Again, I kind of feel like this Justice card is a little bit out of balance. I feel that more balance needs to be brought into your own life. I feel that for a lot of you, that you are balancing things out in your life in general. And I'm getting something about value. You know, purple, the purple back here, purple in the tarot, it represents royalty. You know, it kind of represents that kingly energy or royalty-like energy. And I feel like you need to value yourself like that. You know, it's like value your own value. Does that make sense? I don't know. Didn't Jada Pinkett Smith say that? Value and value or something like that? I don't remember. But anyway, I feel like you need to value yourself with this energy. And I'm not just talking about love here. I'm talking about work, business, all this other stuff. I feel like it's saying don't sell yourself short. You have the Magician, new beginning, but also the Magician represents reinventing yourself. He has this snake wrapped around his waist. And the snake around your waist is the Ouroboros, and it represents a reinvention or making some changes to yourself. It also represents manifestation, and by focus, he is got these flowers in front of him, and the flowers in front of him represent the fact that he knows that he needs to focus on joy, happiness, desire, all those good feelings, love, to be able to manifest the things that he does desire in his life. And finally here, you have the Two of Cups, and the Two of Cups, I feel like it's talking about a change or you kind of listening to your higher self. This is you and your higher self here on this card. Definitely could be love coming in for you. Again, if you're releasing one relationship, I feel like something significantly better is coming in for you. I'm just getting like the word fairness, and I really feel that some of you, maybe you're not with a bad person. It feels like more like a situationship to me where you're not really with the person. For some of you, not all of you. And again, if you're in that situation, I feel like there's something where a person is willing to give 100% instead of like doing whatever this other person is doing here in this reading. For others, again, I feel like you're being called to something greater. We see this here with the Judgment card. The Judgment card is your inner calling, and I feel like you need to answer your inner calling. So we're going to clarify, and we are going to see what that inner calling is. All right, let's clarify this and see what is going on for you. With this No Place Like Home card, you have this Poise card. I love this card. It says you are ready for like big success. She's kind of like on a pedestal on this card, so I feel you are being lifted up kind of by the universe with this energy, and things are definitely going to be improving for you here, Capricorn. Definitely feel it. With the Ten of Wands, you have the Eight of Wands, quick success coming in for you. See, this to me says you're about to complete something that has been difficult. The Ten of Wands is like a heavy burden. The Eight of Wands is a conclusion. It's actually a quick conclusion. So if you're cutting something out of your life, whether it's a person or something else, it does look like it'll be a quick success, and it'll, you know, you'll cut it out and then something else will take its place, which again, a lot of the readings have been like this. Now with the Eight of Cups, you have the Strength card. You know, the Strength card is about working on yourself, and I do feel that. I feel like you've been very patient. I don't think it's a mistake that this has shown up in your past position here, Capricorn. I feel like it's just saying that you've been patient with the changes that you desire to happen in your life. With the Judgment card, you have the Death card. Nope, I thought you had it twice for some reason. But the Death card is a transformation. The Sun is coming up between the two pillars on the moon back here. So I kind of feel like there are a lot of improvements coming in for you here with this energy. With the main male card, you have the toil and labor card. I feel like you've just been toiling away. I feel like you've been working very hard, Capricorn. You are a Capricorn, so that makes perfect sense to me. I have a feeling that with the rest of this reading here, we're going to see a lot of rewards coming in for you based off the hard work that you have done in your life. With the Two of Swords, you have the High Priestess. So you have the High Priestess twice. I get a lot of overthinking energy here, whether it's you or a person you're dealing with. If you're dealing with a person who isn't giving you 100%, then I feel like they just overthink everything. But, here's my problem, is it's like, I think it's fine to give an overthinker, plenty of time, right? But I feel like you've given this person a lot of time, and it's like, what is there more to overthink, is what I feel like saying. So if this is a relationship, I understand being patient with someone who is an overthinker, but at the same time, there comes a point where it's like you have to live your life too, right? So, that's what I say there with the High Priestess, and I get this overthinking energy. For others, I feel like it's you that's overthinking, but just a little bit. I feel like you're just questioning things. Is it a bad thing? I would say probably not. With the High Priestess, you have the World here. The World is a card of completion. You are clearly ending a very difficult cycle here, Capricorn. So I love to see this. And again, if you're watching this before May, then I do feel this could be happening for you around the time of the eclipse, where you're making a release and you're having a new beginning with the World. I love this. To me, it says you're undergoing like a major transformation that is going to lead to a lot more success. With the Devil, you have the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is about planting seeds and making progress. The Six of Pentacles is also about equal give and take. There is something about balance here. And like I said earlier, I feel like you're entering into maybe a more balanced connection in love, or a more balanced connection in a relationship. With the Sacred Reverence card, you have the Seeing Beyond card. I kind of feel this for relationships, Capricorn, as well. I feel like you could be meeting a new person in the future. Is it going to happen in May? I would say maybe not. I mean, it could. I think love is always available to us, but I don't really, I feel this is more future energy. But I feel like what's interesting is that in the future, if there's a new connection coming in for you, I feel like it's someone who goes above and beyond, where it's like they do more than anyone ever has. So I feel like that should be your clue. For others, I feel you are clearly very intuitive at this time. So do not question your intuition. Do not overthink your intuition. If you feel like you should do something, if you get excited by a new idea, if you see messages whenever you think about an idea, like, repeating numbers or anything like that, I feel like this is saying, do not question those things. That is the universe saying, move in this direction, keep thinking about this, do this thing. It could be an idea, whatever. Here you go. With the Magician, you have the Ace of Pentacles. It's like you're being given something you've been asking for. The Ace of Pentacles is an opportunity or an offer that could be coming in for you. It is something that needs to be taken care of. This represents a garden right here. And with the garden, we have to, we have to grow a garden, right? We have to take care of a garden. We have to make sure that we're doing all the right things to keep a garden healthy. And that's what I feel like this reading is saying. It's like saying, make sure, especially with that Magician, he focuses on the right things, not on the wrong things, right? And I feel like that's what you need to do here with that Magician, is I feel like you need to maintain your focus. I'll just tell you right now, I'm not going to show you, but, I have this little black book right here. I call it my little black book. And there's a system called It Works. You can actually listen to it for free on YouTube. It's called It Works. And what you do is you write down every single thing that you want in your life, and you think about it often. I have it right here. In between videos, I look at my list. And when I'm doing nothing, I look at my list. I look at it many times a day, and I hold those things that I desire to have. Again, I could talk about it for hours. So go look it up. It's called It Works, and you're just writing a list of the things you want, and you're focusing on it. So I constantly focus on it every single day. Again, you can believe what you want, right? But the things that I have manifested in my life from doing this would blow your mind, right? And again, people always say that, it's a scam or whatever, and it's like, well, it's free. It doesn't cost you any money, so why not try it? And you know what? Even if it doesn't really work, well, which I think it does, because again, I've manifested things by doing this, and I'm manifesting more continuously. Even if it doesn't work, it makes me feel good, and that's all that should matter. With the Justice card, you have the King of Wands, so do that. It works. I'll try to find it, and I'll put a link down below to the best video I find, by the way. But you have the King of Wands here with the Justice card. This is about really going for something. King of Wands, he's bold, he's assertive. He really goes for the things he wants, and that's what I feel like you need to do here. And with the Two of Cups, you have the Four of Swords, and the Four of Swords is a card of recovery. It's a card of healing as well. So I do feel like you could be entering into a relationship that is a healing, but I kind of feel blessings coming in for you here, Capricorn, with that Four of Swords. There's this stained glass window up here, and the person in that stained glass window is receiving blessings. So I feel like there are blessings coming in for you. This is a really good reading. Definitely going through some changes, but I feel like there are some big opportunities coming in for you as well. So thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your month.